Welcome to Twisted Monday. It's Twisted Metal 4 again, and I'm going to play another one of those characters that I really wanted to squeeze into the Let's Play. I just didn't have enough levels for it. Frankly, I wanted to cut out the Joneses and put in, somehow, in the place of that one vehicle, both Goggle Eyes and Trash Man. So, Trash Man, I also ranked above the Joneses here. Unfortunately, one of the members of the Joneses family was plot relevant, so I had to include them in the Let's Play. But now, we get to learn the story of Trash Man. And, I already regret how much I built it up. Let's hear Trash Man's personal introduction to what he's all about.
Trash is my kingdom! This is what my pets need to survive. When I win this tournament, I will turn the world into a playground for all my pets!
Nice, Cash. Nice.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for the contribution, Mr. Zeno, to make up for John St. John's. Maybe his best voice acting in history. It's his Big the Cat voice. He crammed it into this game because they hired him to voice the ending guy who does all the dialogue during all the endings. So he had to use his other voice. He can do, obviously, Duke Nukem. And he can apparently do a cackling clown, though he rarely has. And he can do that. And if you don't have the music activated, it completely mutes the intro cutscenes. So I had to leave the music on until now, as we begin the tournament. Because we replaced the licensed soundtrack with this. Now, we begin the construction yard. The thing about Trash Man is in a vehicle where, in a game where every vehicle is very, very ineffective, Trash Man is maybe the most ineffective. I really feel like this is a contender for the worst vehicle in the game. Right alongside Microblast. These two are the F tier. So, we are probably in for an abnormally long playthrough of Twisted Metal 4, which is already a game that takes an abnormally long amount of time to beat. To minimize the agony, let's use the environmental weapon in this level. Immediately. Gotcha. That was convenient. Calypso can normally take quite a beating, but he's invincible. Saved it. And killed him. That went abnormally smoothly. Pizza Boy got inside my radius. And freed Mr. Grimm. Captain Grimm. Respect the rank. Connor Rose has discovered my brand new emote that I recently added, which is Pit Viper's special, the sprite of the, I guess it's supposed to be acid. It looks like slime. Oh. Mr. Grimm's still on my tail.
Who doesn't love an ice cream cone?
Desidu's got you covered. Thank you so much, Desidu. Also has me covered. They're all over my cheese strat. Figures the one time I need it the most with Trash Man. It's the time they're gonna lock it down. Yeah. Let's try to fight them. This is a regrettable idea. So here's our special. We grab enemies and we shake them around, except that we don't grab enemies because the hitbox is just horrific. An enemy has to be right in front of you. Yeah, there we go. And we need these to work because the damage is actually decent. And we don't have a lot of things that deal decent damage in this video game. So, oh, he's invisible, of course. Mistimed it. He got away. So our special is useless. And yeah. Our vehicle is agonizingly slow, so getting pickups is going to be a challenge. Trash Man is horrific. Just like just about every vehicle in this game is bad. Basically, the only good vehicle in this game is, unfortunately, Warthog. General Warthog has tremendous armor. A bit slow to get around, but still manageable. And the special is relatively easy to use and does a ton of damage. Warthog is who you want to play as if you're playing this game. Did the enemies want to comply? The cheese strat. Looks like, yeah, got one. That should get you out of here, Mr. Grimm. Backed off for some reason. Wanted to see Pizza Boy die. Maybe he's seen Pizza Boy's ending. Quattro can be fun. Yeah, Quattro is very fast, very maneuverable. And Quattro's special is also somewhat effective, situationally. So you're not completely impotent if you choose to play as Quattro. Now the cheese strat is disabled. So we actually had to fight Crusher. Do I have any more specials? Yes. Don't need the health refill. I'm actually looking for a turbo. But I don't know where they are. I dream of a day when we can do our special at the same time as Crusher and hit each other with it because it's the same special and we would just be lifting one another off the ground, forming like a heart shape. I think that would just be sweet, but I don't think that's ever going to actually happen. So this game, which already has Crusher and Mr. Slam, which are the exact same vehicle with the grab and lift and smash special, also has Trash Man with the exact same special. 3 vehicles in the game. You can absolutely fire weapons into someone who has you grabbed while shaking you up and down, which is one of the things that balances Crusher. There's a reason Crusher is the first boss in the game. Because you get a lot of free hits every time Crusher gets you with that special. I don't think there's any way to break out of a freeze prematurely. I don't know what he's hitting me with, but it's powerful. Here we go. Free hits. I'm going for turbo. I'm going for whatever. Give me the free hits. So yeah, this whole game is going to be pretty annoying. I still find the massive attack to be our most efficient way to make any progress. And it's not. It's wildly inefficient. It's among the worst ways to spend your energy meter. But it, like, knocks a large portion of an enemy's health bar off, which is satisfying. So, I'm still gonna go for it from time to time. And, like, the ammo for it regenerates periodically. Our special, we have regenerated 2 specials over the course of this entire level. Which is not enough. Oh yeah, had the opportunity to grab there. I thought I had the auto lobber. Right there, I had the auto lobber active while I was grabbed onto Crusher, and you cannot separate from Crusher, even while he's being exploded with an auto lobber. So we both went airborne. There. That was annoying, but it gets worse. No gimmicks. Starting with this level. So, on the larger Twisted Metal front, beyond the playthrough we're doing at this exact moment, I'm about to conclude my final Let's Play of the final game in my Twisted Metal Let's Play series. I'm 1 video away from finishing Small Brawl once and for all. At which point I will have Let's Played every single Twisted Metal game that currently exists, just in time for there to be another one next year. But that is a 6.5-year project coming to its conclusion. Hey, Microblast is almost dead. I'm gonna take advantage of that. But yeah, I'm going to try and celebrate this 6.5-year milestone with a horrific act of self-punishment. What I'd like to do at the end of this month, the final Monday, is Twisted Marathon. Back to back, every single Twisted Metal game in one day. A 12-hour fundraising stream / punishment for me. That'll teach me to enjoy such a ridiculously overlong series. It's been around for 25 years. So if all goes well, the day after Christmas, which seems fitting, because this is a Christmas series, that will be Twisted Marathon. Every game in one day. And by my usual playthrough standards, that will be about 12 hours. Don't know why my special didn't grab Calypso there. Game's biased against my special working. But yeah, that's a hot announcement for the live viewers. It's gonna have to be different characters throughout each game. And honestly, I'm going to prioritize characters that have an easy time with their respective game, so as to minimize the duration and difficulty of the overall playthrough. We'll see how that goes. But that is my plan. And then, of course, the VODs will be available afterwards on YouTube. That'll be 9 additional full game playthroughs in one day. Maybe I'll figure out a way for, like, donators to determine bonus content. Maybe high rollers can choose what character I play as. That's a terrible idea. Maybe I won't implement that. Just spitballing here. But it's gonna be a bad idea regardless. Might as well make it the worst possible idea. Calypso has swallowed so many power missiles at this point. There. If you're super close, napalms will go right into their target. And one more down. It's been a relatively tolerable playthrough. Mostly thanks to Microblast dying pretty much off screen. I don't know what hurt Microblast so bad, but glad for it. Special totally wasted again. To be expected. Sort of getting both of them with the auto lobber. Yeah, someone already wants to buy Club Kid for Twisted Metal 3. So maybe I won't implement that as a feature. But I do gotta do Club Kid someday. Probably. Okay, I have a lot of proxy mines. Gonna leave a long trail, which will buy me a lot of safety, and will probably kill at least one of the enemies. It will also kill the train, which is a mixed blessing. But there goes one enemy, attempting to follow me. Goggle Eyes went the other way. I wish this wall would break, thank you. I just missed my train. It's a surprisingly long wait for it to come back around. But I do need the full health refill. So waiting is what we got. I have seen enemies ride the train and go over to the secret area at this point. I've only seen it once. It's sort of a glitch. But I said it was impossible. I must amend that statement. And full health. As well as additional proxy mines. Might as well use them. Oh, Goggle Eye's got a health refill. I assume he's gonna follow me sooner or later. If not... Nope, the lightning did nothing, because the lightning never does anything. Wow, he went the other way around. That's legitimately smart. And I hate it. Good use of that. And one of these. There's bridges overhead, and the auto lobber hit the bridges on the way up. I figured that was possible, but very unlikely. It's more likely than you think. He might have been going for the health refill there. Certainly not out of character, as we've seen. Are there any proximity mines still available? When you speedrun this level, yeah, you do use the rear fire glitch that gives you infinite ammo on the last item you used. But it is profoundly RNG dependent. You need enemies to behave in a way that they rarely do. I was trying to freeze Moonbuggy before the special went off. The special went off before I could. Got a profoundly appropriate music track. The one being selected randomly. The special again. He's trying to spam it. And unfortunately, he has succeeded, and close enough to the hyperspace point that even teleporting to safety did not bring me to safety. Oh, he's stuck on the wall. Let's hope he stays there. He's free. Now he's got me stuck to a wall. That should be pretty effective. Actually got him with the lifter. I try to do extra damage by ramming people into walls and stuff while I have them grabbed. I don't know if that actually does anything, but it feels like I'm doing something. Any other vehicle would be dead by now from being caught in so many specials. So that's an advantage of playing as Trash Man. I should be dead, but I'm not. So we move on to Road Rage, where we will wish we were dead. What would a Moonbuggy emote even be? I guess, like, the top-down perspective. Vaguely square-shaped at that point. That would be a bit of a stretch. I guess I will have to start looking into more emotes, though. Because chat popped off last week and unlocked additional emote slots for me. I had to scramble to make a, like, explosion emote out of Twisted Metal 2 sprites. Which looks cool, and no one has any real use for it. But it's still cool looking. Real problem with this level is tracking down opponents, and so far they're all coming to me. But the level is still quite early. I've been grabbed by Mr. Zombie. Time is coming, so have I. Here's a great place to use my special. Unfortunately, this vehicle sort of, like, spins when it turns. It, like, always fishtails, even if you don't swerve back and forth. So, I lost all my traction, lost the bead that I had on my target, and they got away. There's no one up on this upper level with me. Someone might teleport up here, but I don't trust them. I don't know where that ricochet bomb came from. Someone must have started bouncing it quite a while ago. Oh, we got a target. A victim has finally arrived. Okay. Jones has escaped already. And stealing my pickups. I do like that their luggage loaded in. Apparently that's a separate model. The luggage and the vehicle. I guess so that the luggage can fly around comically when the vehicle explodes. This should be them going for the health refill that I've been avoiding. There it is. Still available. Pretty confident that's what they were going for. I'm glad they never made it. And that is 1 of 7 opponents killed. Mr. Zombie is close. I think our homing missiles will still land true here. Yeah, enemy behavior is so obnoxious. They keep doing this, where they'll constantly be behind you. Drag Queen at 1 HP. One HP is all you need. Let's be annoying forever. There we go. I do have a special left. Back or whatever. Totally wasted it, because it's always going to go to waste. Gonna use the lightning. Now let's see. Yeah, everyone's getting stuck on the walls, which is ideal. It's like free shots. The narrow streets is your one advantage as the player. The fact that the AI itself has a real hard time with it. Here's what I was looking for. This little area that I legitimately don't know where it is relative to other things in the level. But I know when I get there. I know it when I see it. It's like pornography. About time we left a bunch of proxy mines just right down the center of the highway. Because it almost always guarantees a free kill. And I blew up 2 of my own proximity mines. That's Grim. Grim and Zombie have both been in this level. Hate when that happens, because they are way too similar looking. There are a lot of times when I would go for the massive attack, but the inputs, there's so many of them. It's a 5-input energy move. So you need to set it up way in advance. Enemies move around way too quickly. You need to be setting up anything. Oh, they're gone. Captain Grimm having absolutely no trouble escaping entirely from everything I'm trying to do. But Okay, ran himself into my final proximity mine. This leaves Orbital, who I can handle. Not with the raid missiles, though. What I need is for him to be slightly farther away from me, which he's not going to allow because he's much faster than me. So I'll save the ammo and just let Orbital effectively kill himself. The explosive barrels got him there. Means he did it to himself. So this level has gone horribly, but less horribly than a lot of my previous experiences with it. Look for that lightning. I think Thumper got away really early in the lightning strike, too. There we go. Freeze, auto lobber. Basically the most amount of damage you can do. Escaping from his fire has been a big problem, though. He's been getting way more use out of the fire than I usually see when fighting Thumper. It's a good shot. I was saving my energy for this exact occasion. I actually landed my energy move lethally. Pretty strong. Can't complain about any of that. Except for the level design itself. Level design was the only thing to blame there. That gets us through the worst of it. But there's a real contender for the worst of it still to come. Minions Maze. I was testing audio before this. So if the audio balance is still terrible, that is entirely on me. Because I tried. I really tried. But while I was testing audio, I was waiting for the demo to come up, where the game shows you the AI playing against other vehicles. And the demo came up, and it was Minions Maze, played as Orbital, with only 2 other enemies. And for the entire duration of the demo, which was minutes long, the other 2 enemies didn't appear on screen, even a single time. Because it's Minions Maze, and if there's only 2 enemies, you literally cannot find them. It's just such a poorly designed level. I kind of like it anyway, but I shouldn't, because it's objectively very bad. We'll save complaining about Minions Maze for when I get there, though. The bedroom is more obedient most of the time. Finally are seeing Warthog. And we're seeing the limitations of my special. Warthog is maybe the only vehicle as slow as we are. And even we cannot catch up to Warthog so as to get our hooks in him. So it's very, very similar to the other vehicle that I was hoping to play as in the Let's Play, and then I didn't. Which was Goggle Eyes, who also has a special that you're never ever going to land. But if you miraculously do, it'll do decent damage. really comes down to the way the enemies behave. They're always trying to get so close to you. They play like I do. I'm getting a taste of my own medicine, and I don't like it. Like, this jousting. They don't even drive away before they start jousting. It's so annoying. You can't do anything about it with how bad the homing is. It's akin to aggression, but it's not aggression. Jones is still not dead. Susceptible to death, though. As long as I can find their icon. I think they're the light blue one. Somehow got on top of the counter. Nope, no combat up here. No combat anywhere. Let's see. Anyone to fight. Anyone at all. I've got a lot of proximity mines, which are not as useful here. But I've left them in sort of a spiral pattern around the entire bottom floor. Someone's got to run into them eventually. Hey, that's an example of physics. One could program physics in their game to work in that way. Here we go. Jones is more or less pinned down here. Just gotta contend with my vehicle being very big and slow, and also not having any weight to it. Which is not a good combo. Anytime I get any momentum, some kind of inexplicable nonsense occurs. I just start flipping and rolling all over the place. They actually loaded in the 4th and 5th enemies at the same time, which allows me to get additional value out of a lightning strike. If I'm lucky. I don't think I'm lucky. I found the electrical socket that also shoots electricity. I knew it existed. Just hadn't seen it in a long time. Drag Queen might be going for the full health, which would be less than ideal. Okay, not the case. Went for it, then turned sharply in the other direction. Taunted me with the threat of going for it. And our special. Ridiculously horrible. Just can't hit anything with it. Okay, another one down. Quattro could die. As expected, General Warthog was one of the first enemies here. General Warthog will probably be the last enemy to die. Because that is the power of an actually good vehicle. In a game where none of the vehicles are good. Chaos is occurring. Way too many vehicles in the same area. I don't see this game slow down very often. Honestly, a lot of the PS1 Twisted Metals don't really slow down. It probably has to do with the fact that their graphics are terrible. This game has pretty good graphics, but Twisted Metal 1 and 2, horrible graphics. 3 is certainly lacking. I'm pretty sure that AI Warthog launches his special based on proximity. But when you play as Warthog, you have to manually activate the special. It is a remote bomb. Normally the AI isn't that good at timing the remote bombs like that. Freeze bomb. So I thought I would be safe. I was not safe. Here we go. Stuck sideways in the Hot Wheels track. Gave me several free hits before I dislodged him, unfortunately. But every vehicle is weightless, so if you hit them once or twice, they are dislodged. No one gets stuck for long. Not even Moonbuggy in the last level was pinned sideways against the wall. He still broke free. Yeah, like I said, Warthog Special is one of the only good weapons in the entire game. Manageable to hit people with it. Respectable output for damage. Oh, proximity mines. I was scrolling through my weapons, and I saw like 3 useless ones in a row, so I was like, the next one certainly can't be useless. And it was proximity mines. There are way too many pickups in this game. It's impossible to memorize the order that they are in your inventory. It's a job for machine guns and ram damage and whatever just killed him. Might have been the proximity mine that I dropped accidentally and then complained about. And our C car, who is also hitting proximity mines as I leave them all over the place. Sure. Drive sideways up the Hot Wheels track. Let's see. He's got to come in here eventually, right? No, he's taking a completely different route. But he's doubling back. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Trying to read the AI based off of the radar. It's a good strat in any other Twisted Metal game. In this game, AI just does whatever the hell it wants. You're not gonna understand it, you're not gonna read it. You might get a sense of where it is locationally, but so many of the levels are multi-layered. You'll just see a blinking dot and you won't know if it's miles above you, 1 layer above you, below you. Anything's possible in Twisted Metal 4. Really was going for a massive attack there, but 5 inputs. A lot of room for things to go wrong. Okay. Surprised any of those hit. But that was best case scenario. Landed a lot of clean hits there. feel better if I had a health refill. But I certainly have lethal output in my inventory already. He's just about in position. Yeah. I didn't think that would kill him, but I'm glad it did. Another level going relatively smoothly. Honestly, this whole run has been pretty clean. It's still slow, but Twisted Metal 4 is slow. Does not get considerably faster than this. All right near the secret area. There's nothing really in here for me yet. Main reason to come here is the full health. Don't need that. But there's other stuff. Proximity mines can be used for the instant kill exploit, and not much else in this level. This level is so large, you're really not gonna lure people into specific places. But Calypso was in there, so he has to hit all the mines on his way out. That was a perfect hit with my special, and it didn't count. Because this game doesn't know how to read the special that they gave 4 different vehicles. There. Got a late hit for reduced damage. I'll still take it. Calypso is the perfect victim because he has a gigantic hitbox. And I still missed with one of my specials. It's typically a smart idea to kill at least 1 or 2 enemies first, like as quickly as possible, so that you get everyone loaded in. And then you can start to feel like you're actually making progress, because you know how many enemies are legitimately left. Right now there's only 3 loaded in, but 6 total. And I think if I kill Calypso, the remaining 2 enemies will load in. Just as was the case in the last level. I've honestly never paid attention to when the enemies respawn and bring themselves into the fight. Dropped a freeze mine. One of the worst things is we're slower in reverse than while driving forward. Okay. Once again, couldn't find a useful weapon, but there we go. All the enemies are here. So, I should definitely go for the lightning and try and zap all of them. Add turbo, which is required with such a slow vehicle. Can't save it, but I was close. Kind of want to take some damage because at the top of the tower where they have the lightning pickup is also the full health refill. Item placement in general is bad in this game. You don't want the full health refill where the lightning is. Because you want to go for the lightning early But you don't want to go for the full health refill early. And there's really no way to square that. You just gotta waste. Accept that you're being wasteful. Yeah, we'll hit 2 or 3 people here. Doesn't get much better than that. Tiny little bits of damage. Spread very widely. But the lightning should absolutely be on the ground floor. There should definitely be more than one pickup of it. And maybe these pillars just shouldn't be here. As they tend to, like, corral enemies out of the area that is affected by lightning. From a gameplay design perspective, the implementation of the environmental attack couldn't be much worse. The only way for it to be worse would be if it was the way it was implemented in Neon City, where it is absolutely and completely useless. I don't know what the auto lava was going for there, but it didn't work. Here we go. Ah, I got frozen. Perfect time to use the auto lava. And right when I hit the fire button is when I got frozen. This should be lethal, I hope. Yeah. With a few extra shakes, I could have hit him significantly later and still killed him. Joneses are back here. But everyone's nice to beat up. Our machine gun, unfortunately useless. It's been nice to not have to go for health refills constantly. As this vehicle has so much HP, you rarely have to go for health refills. The drawback, of course, very low speed. Was almost lethal. Close enough, I dare say. And the secret area wasn't accessible in one of the demo builds. So technically everything in here is bonus material. I actively try to avoid picking up things that I know are useless, but there's just so many useless pickups in this game. Can't avoid them all. This will be a good place to fight. Once I'm in control, what's going on? Gotcha. They heard that I wanted to fight here, so they all left. So, who do we got? I'd like to avoid Meter Maid. Everyone's stacked up so nicely, though. Let's kill them all. Taking musical advice. Proxy mines aren't going to help. Consider it very unlikely that anyone runs into those. Gotcha. That should kill you. Enemies will just explode in midair if you are holding them and shaking them with your special. There's like no indication of what is doing the damage in your special. It should be the moment they hit the ground, but now they're just taking constant damage while you're shaking them. Meter Maid has basically no hitbox, so landing a missile, quite a miracle. Every missile a miracle, the Meter Maid story. I don't think she even knows where she's going. She's about to die, and homing missiles actually can hit her. Got plenty of those. Visibility doesn't prevent missiles from hitting you. Here's what she was going for. Ow, Mr. Zombie. What can I do to serve you? There's the proxy mines that I expected not to do anything. Not doing anything. It's close to dead, though. Yeah, he drove himself into one of those mines. So I guess never rule out their possible efficacy. Yeah, fire missiles are unusable. Because all the homing is bad. And fire missiles have intentionally reduced homing capability. I forgot to do the jump input. I would honestly prefer not to fight Axel, because it takes forever. His AI is frankly too good. And it's very annoying. He's constantly jumping. But we gotta look at him, let him say his name, so that chat has an excuse to use the emotes that I made. There he is. Hey, I actually hit him with a missile. For all the good it did. Here we go. With him cornered, I can actually hit him with mortars, which are otherwise totally useless. So I'm trying to use energy moves and they're not working. This is another one of the games that makes Axel a giant. And lets you see, like, the gruesome bodily harm. It comes with being a human in a car combat game. Oh, that sucks. He went underground after the first hit. Could have been much worse than that. But I am trying to set something up here, which will save me. It's like he's not going to stop me. Carefully edge our way around. Could have been more careful, if I'm being honest. But it's the thought that counts. He's somehow above me, attacking downwards. Because he has the best AI of any vehicle in this entire game. So when you joust with him, he pushes you backwards. If you time it perfectly, you can drop a remote bomb right where he is and get maximum damage out of it. Ah. This bounce pad does not want to touch me. It's like I'm some kind of trash man. Yep, there he goes. Bounce pad won't grab me. Looked like he was struggling with it too. I've honestly never had this much trouble with massive attacks. There it is. It does seem like his radial explosion sets me on fire in this game, which is excessive. But some clean power missiles. Got rid of him. He's a gigantic target, but that was still not the easiest shot to be making so many times in a row. Now for the oil rig, which is partially a gimmick level, due to the fact that the environmental attack is very, very effective. So I will start with it. Ideally, this one's just 2 or 3 environmental attacks, and then 2 freeze bombs, and you're done. I am literally stuck in the wall, which is why I'm not doing anything right now. My controls are reversed because it counts as me going backwards to be stuck inside the wall, and I might have to hyperspace out of this. Because this is not going so hot. There we go. Saved it. This game's collision with particularly corners and walls sometimes is profoundly terrible. Doesn't get much worse. Here we go. That's enough company. Yeah, I think that's everyone in the level. Right here. Wandering aimlessly. Proximity mines are obnoxious because you set them up, and you have a specific target in mind, usually. But they take so long to arm. That target is gone by the time the proximity mine is actually capable of going off. You can set them off prematurely by shooting them with machine guns. That is actually a smart thing to do a lot of the time. This is a great spot to use my special, and I totally whiffed it. Here we go. Here's that slowdown that I said was uncommon in this game. Making a liar out of me, but I'll take it. It means I'm doing a lot right now. I've been smashing Calypso into the other vehicles. I assume that's doing extra damage. At least to the other vehicles. Probably also to Calypso. There's only 1 health refill. Someone's gonna go for it if I don't. Let's hope Trashman is fast enough. Indeed he is. Because if I couldn't get over there easily, I also couldn't do the boss kill exploit to one-shot both of the bosses. Calypso is dead. I thought he was on the platform with me, but something killed him. I don't know where he was when he died, but good riddance. Warthog doing quite the stunt, actually. Still survived, of course, because it's Warthog. The only busted character in this game. Besides the bosses. The bosses are all also overpowered, but they should be. They're bosses. I doubt the environmental is available again, but it's worth checking as soon as I can move. Which is not yet. Yep, that was a long shot. No environmental. There it is. Turns out I was there at the exact right moment for it to appear again. Everyone is below me, which is still susceptible to the environmental shot, but I don't trust it. They can escape if they're down there. I think the Tello Orb, personally, is a pretty good special. It feels good when Orbital uses it. Doesn't feel good when Orbital uses it on you, because then you get stuck in place for a long time and frozen afterwards. I think as far as like a special to use, I like the Tello Orb, personally. I think I talked about it previously, but the Tello Orb was supposed to actually teleport you, not freeze you afterwards. There are still demo builds of the game where you can apply that functionality to the Tello Orb. And that is super obnoxious when Orbital was able to do that. What are you even supposed to do to retaliate? You're somewhere else on the opposite end of the level. It's just the stop playing attack. I'm surprised Meter Maid still has so much HP. You're supposed to be balanced by having low maximum HP, but it doesn't really matter because her special recovers health. Now, how am I supposed to time the lifter while you're invisible? How inconsiderate. And Orbital, also invisible. There. Perfect timing on my special. Me and Orbital were literally bumper to bumper. Didn't count. I tried to use hyperspace there to get out of the Tello Orb. To no effect. I guess my final input was slightly after the orb exploded. There's my chance to beat up Orbital. Instead, I would like this, please. Please. Thank you. Legit not sure where Orbital ended up. I guess he's up in this area. Yeah. Found ya. If he wasn't swerving, would have had him killed a little sooner. Yeah, like the only Twisted Metal game that I would say is even slightly balanced is Twisted Metal Black. Most of the time, they're not even trying to make a vaguely balanced game. It's like they want the vehicles to just either steamroll the game or have a nightmare of a time getting anywhere. Technically, Head-On is balanced by the fact that it's just a very easy game. So every vehicle is perfectly viable. Except for ATV, whose stats are just horrible. He's meant to be killed 5 at a time, so you shouldn't be playing as him. You know what you're doing if you choose to play as him. Hey, gotcha. I was trying to drag the meter maid over to one of the proximity mines. Smash her into that while I had her. Freeze bombs. Twisted Metal 2 is severely imbalanced, mostly because some of the vehicles are extraordinarily weak. Like Grasshopper. Probably others. Grasshopper, I've been told Twister's garbage. Still haven't played as Twister since doing the Let's Play, which was years ago. Don't know if that hit, but I'd like to think. Yeah. Moving right along. Yeah, Hammerhead is underpowered in Twisted Metal 2. I hated Spectre, but when I did the Spectre playthrough, many people pointed out that they actually like playing a Spectre in TM2. So that might just be a personal thing. As far as, like, overpowered vehicles in Twisted Metal 2, there really aren't many. Sweet Tooth is overpowered, but he's a secret character. So he's allowed to be. Yeah, balance. It's better than it was in Twisted Metal 1. But that is saying very little. Now, to remind myself that I need to go for the environmental attack immediately. Sooner than now, that's for sure. I should have already had it and used it by now. Yeah, normally I fight enemies for a while. Not this time. No kills, but everyone's ready to die. Just need to find anybody in the maze. Every vehicle's a needle in a haystack. Surely I'll get a chance to use my special here. This is definitely worth pursuing. Hey, I actually did it. I thought I was being sarcastic. Okay, only one though. Yep, can't get anyone else. We got nothing but fast vehicles to fight. I don't know what the green dot is. I haven't seen that vehicle yet. It might be Warthog again. This is like one of the only levels in this game where I think I could get away with using the actual in-game soundtrack because it's a remix. And a unique remix at that. The Super Beast version that appears in this game does not appear on any album anywhere else. Hyperspace out of that. Thinking a Tello Orb made. That was a good Tello Orb too. Not only did it grab me, like, it lifted me off the ground so I couldn't ever get back down or escape. Only way out was to teleport myself. Oh, someone's invisible here. And Warthog definitely is the other vehicle. Hey, free shipping all the way up here to the top of the level where there's nothing to really do. Just get this thing out of here before anyone else grabs it. Pay for anybody to get a health refill besides me. Here's the man. General Warthog. And Orbital tried to get in the fray. No such luck. Still no environmental attack. It takes like a minute for it to respawn. But it does so much damage that it saves you minutes of combat. Don't want to take the teleporter because it just leads to another corner. Locks you into an infinite loop. I wouldn't be surprised if the Super Beast remix from this level is somewhere on Spotify. Typically they call it just the Minions Maze mix, because that is both a clever, like, industrial style name that you would see a remix being, and it is also an accurate description. It's the mix used in the Minions Maze. Okay. Characters changing their minds while I'm fighting them. There we go. This could be lethal. Just barely. There's a nice time saver. Let us save some time. This is Earthworm Jim 2 music specifically. Anything but tangerines. Hell of a good track. I've had to fight the Joneses in almost every level so far. Typically, it's gone pretty well. I'm losing them, though. Getting away. I would prefer nobody got away. Nice. Massive attack. Super hard to land in such close quarters. Oh, there's the health refill I was hoping for. Just slowly back my way up. This vehicle in particular reverses much more slowly than it goes forward, and it goes forward very slowly. Garbage day. I was, for some reason, not prepared to make that reference going into this playthrough. The chat has me covered, as usual. Nice. I did not expect that to be enough damage to get that completed. Minion is going to be very difficult, because it is going to spam its special constantly. Our vehicle is huge, making it a perfect target for the minion special. We are probably going to get blasted all the way across the level many times over. So, the playthrough so far has gone great. We might actually game over here. Or we might finish this off without really taking too much damage. This could go either way. I would be unsurprised with either outcome. Yeah, Sweet Tooth Special we hopefully won't even see. Minions isn't nearly as bad, it's just way more constant. And there's not as good a way to cheese Minion. Hello. It's a good place to be fighting him, at least. Yeah, so far so good. Not giving him a clean shot. He's gonna give himself a clean shot. Stay right there. Yeah, there's a special. The Serpent, it's called. And now he gets way too cool of a theme. For how much of a pain in the ass he is. Yep, there it is. Getting spammed. I'd love to grab him with my special. I'm also trying to go for a massive attack, but as we know, little hopeless. Hey, I did grab him. And while he's grabbed is a perfect time for the massive attack. So I was able to hit him with most of my massive attack because I had him grabbed. Why does he have full health? What just happened? Don't care for that, because he had half HP. I don't think there's a full health refill in this level, so I don't know what happened there. Besides cheating. Minion's a big cheater. Oh well. I beat the hell out of him once. Surely I can do it again. Just wish I didn't have to. But he was getting close to the range where you can kill him with the environmental attack, which I still have available. He's also weightless, because every vehicle in this game is weightless. flopping all over the place. It's an embarrassing fight. Either you humiliate Minion or he game overs you. It's such a weird boss fight. Sometimes both. There we go. Massive attack. That is definitely lethal lightning. Glorious. So that honestly couldn't have gone much smoother. Frankly, this whole run has gone way better than I expected. Because as I warned you, this is one of the worst characters in the entire game. Yeah, I suppose Minion's involvement in this game doesn't make a ton of sense. In the 3 and 4 canon, Minion is sort of like an ally of Calypso's. Really, Minion just sort of becomes a tool. He has no character after Twisted Metal 2. Trying to make sense of it is a bit hopeless, I'm afraid. So remaining a good target for my special until he isn't anymore. Oh, I can't believe I didn't get him there. Unfortunately, Trash Man is completely weightless. So the slightest nudge sends me far, far, far away. Now what's going on? At least Calypso isn't the one who got the health refill. Someone got it. But it's not the one who's a problem. Alright, I was on the big top. Couldn't maintain. Grab this, and the health refill remains. Okay, health refills give you a gigantic proportion of your health back. So I guess Minion, even though he was at half health, just grabbed one casual health refill and was back to full. Captain Grimm untouched. Calypso. Get a hold of Calypso, and we are all set. There we go. I think I completed this level with Calypso in the Let's Play. Now he might be the first one to die. Yeah. The annoying thing about this level is that you basically have to beat it twice. You gotta kill the 3 enemies, then you gotta kill another wave of 3 enemies. And then the boss appears and, ideally, instantly explodes. But Sweet Tooth's behavior is nonsensical, so that probably will not happen precisely. Oh, I'm frozen. Sit back. And kill my freezer. I think the reason Axel's AI is so good is because they designed it for Quattro. You're supposed to get frozen and then get blasted with a gigantic knockback wave. Oh, he's in the loop. Do I have anything to take advantage of the loop? No. I can grab him. My timing is perfect. My timing's not going to be perfect. Let's be realistic here. I can't do anything about this. I think I have a freeze bomb. I don't have anything. So Mr. Grimm's just gonna spin over and over again through that area. Not a damn thing I can do about it. Because I didn't pick up... There it is. And he should be right where I left him. Yeah, here it is. I hate this AI loop. Okay, he escaped. I don't know what happened with my freeze bomb. Didn't help. But Mr. Grimm saw that I got one and got scared. Decided to start playing the game again. We're close to where lightning will work. Should be getting it. Yeah. As usual, free shots have terrible homing. Everything in this game has terrible homing, though, so that's to be expected. They went out of their way to replicate the bad homing on freezing shots when they made Twisted Metal Black. As usual, can't land that special. There we go. Let's summon everybody back in. But different this time. Are there any weapons? We got Warthog again. Sick of seeing Warthog. Do I have... Nope, I got nothing. I was going for the cheese move with the proxy mines. Didn't have any proxy mines. I don't want to open up the lower path because then enemies will go all over the track. What I want to do... There we go. Get over here, blow up the train. And get ready to kill everybody. But the train might come and kill me. It won't kill me, it'll send me flying. In a hilarious way. Stay up there, man. Save it. Drive on that wall. When I was watching the demo in the Minions Maze level, I watched Orbital drive off the edge of a platform, and the wall was so screwed up that it made him like flip sideways, and then he like gripped his wheels onto the side of the wall and drove up a wall because he's a very fast vehicle and has especially low weight. So just absolute nonsense that guy can accomplish. Warthog stuck underground. Drag Queen stuck on Warthog. Giving me lots of free hits. I still haven't gotten my proximity mine, so I guess I'm gonna open up the lower route. So many useful weapons down there. Thought I had napalms. Yeah, napalms will do it. Ready for action. Better weapons. A slightly larger area to drive in. More bullshit ahoy. I think I have 6 proximity mines now? Yeah. There's the train. Perfect. I do honestly love that train. It will ruin you. Take that. I think the train should be dead now. Hope so. I do not want to mess with that train anymore. Guess I don't have to, because I'm not on the tracks. Warthog going to the central platform for some reason. Maybe he's hoping for the health refill to spawn in. So he's starting up that cycle. I hate so much. Let's see. Prefer not to die, but health refill availability is very minimal. Get him, yeah. Yep, there's a health refill up there. I'm the only one who made the jump, but that is pure luck. But the way things are playing out there, Goggle Eyes absolutely should have got that refill. That's not going to get me anywhere. I don't have any turbo. Hopefully there's some here. Ah. Jump dodge. Still get a few hits. And a kill. All that's left is Warthog, of course, because Warthog has so much HP. And he's behind me, isn't he? Yeah, he's doing the cycle. How can I take advantage of this? Here we go. Lightning's not gonna help me. So many useless items. God, I hate the pickups in this game. They're so bad. I wish you could just disable like half of them. That would make this game way better. This should be lethal. Unfortunately, though, Sweet Tooth can still catch up to me here. Because I was frozen for so long. Let's just hope for Sweet Tooth's compliance. Yeah, he's gone. Record-breaking. Just in time. For Time Splitter's music to have to end. I did not expect that to go anywhere near this smoothly, but there we go. Without further ado, Trash Man's ending. More of the Big the Cat voice.
Trash Man, you've just defeated your rivals in our arenas. You're now entitled to one wish. Anything you desire. What shall it be?
Me have to have faith for my friends. Me wish for plate of trash. Whole world of garbage. Yes, me wish this whole big world to be garbage.
Very well, Trash Man. Your wish has been granted, driver. Someone will see you out. Goodbye.
Huh. Well, I guess he got his wish. He lived in a world of garbage inside a garbage can, and then another garbage man took out the trash, and then he died? Or something? A fitting end for a vehicle that I thought was terrible, but actually had a pretty decent run. Deathless, as was noted in chat. Can't ask for much better than that. Except for it to be over, once and for all. That was a weird one. I'm glad I didn't include it in the main Let's Play now. But I do enjoy revisiting Twisted Metal 4. Occasionally, every other month is my limit for Twisted Metal 4. And we fulfilled our quota. There we go. Back in business. Ready for another Twisted Metal 4 playthrough. At the end of this month, when I do Twisted Marathon. If I'm lucky. I can't fully commit to it because I can't commit to anything. That's like 20 days from now. All sorts of horrific things could happen to me and everything else between now and then. But if all goes well, Twisted Marathon, end of the month. For now, I'm going to play a different car combat game with a very loose definition of what counts as car combat. But I count it as car combat, and that's all that matters. Stick around if you want to watch some Burnout 3 Takedown. But for now, Twisted Metal 4 is at an end once again. I am Fiendly, and I thank you for watching Twisted Monday.